So today, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to peek behind the curtain of a grassroots organization called HARSS. How? By looking at its foundational document, its constitution. It's basically their blueprint for building hope from the ground up in South Sudan, and it tells an incredible story. But first, to really get why an organization like HARSS even needs to exist, you have to understand the bigger picture. The situation in South Sudan is, well, it's tough. Years of conflict and instability have left a really deep mark on its people and communities. And, the HARSS document doesn't kick off with a bunch of data or corporate speak. Nope. It starts with this. A really human, really direct statement about families dealing with high poverty and, simply, broken hearts. Right away, this frames the problem not as some abstract issue, but as something deeply personal and painful. And right alongside that emotional reality, you have the hard facts. The document points out that around a quarter of the entire adult population in the country is illiterate. Now, that's not just a statistic, right? That number represents a huge, huge barrier to opportunity, to stability, and to people being able to build a better life for themselves. And it's right in the middle of this challenging environment that HARSS was created. It was born specifically to be a sign of hope when it's needed most. So what exactly is HARSS? Well, the name itself is basically their mission statement. It's an acronym for Homes at Rescue Serve to Save Lives on Time. Every single one of those words feels intentional, It points to immediate life-saving help that's all centered around the family and the home. And this idea is captured just perfectly in their own words. HARSS wants to be a sign of hope that gives new life to humanity. That tells you everything. Their goal isn't just about handing out aid. It's about something much deeper, restoring dignity and giving people a sense of a future. Now, this big idea is grounded in a really clear structure. HARSS is a non-governmental, nonprofit, and nonpartisan organization that got started back in 2018. And what's really crucial here is that it's autonomous and locally organized, operating out of Yeni County. Their goal is crystal clear: support and defend fundamental human rights. Okay, so now that we know who they are, let's go a little deeper. What's the why behind all their work? What's that ultimate future they're trying to build for these families? I love how they lay this out. They basically separate the destination from the journey. The vision, on the left, that's the big dream, right? A society where families are thriving, resilient, and living in peace. Then the mission, on the right, that's how they're going to get there. It's the practical, hands-on work of providing support and teaching people the skills they need to stand on their own 2 feet. And if you boil it all down, if you get right to the very core of it, their entire reason for being is just that: to restore hope. They focus on families who are at risk, giving them the tools and the support they need to start fresh. All right, so we've got the why. But in a place like South Sudan, the how you actually do the work, is every bit as important. So what are the principles that guide every single decision HARSS makes on the ground? Their work is just fueled by this incredible set of core beliefs. You can see it here: an unwavering belief in infinite hope, a real passion for change, a commitment to justice and freedom and human rights, and doing it all with humility and love. These aren't just buzzwords on a poster. This is the engine that drives the whole organization. And those core beliefs, they translate directly into how they operate every day. What's really striking here is this blend of faith and, pure pragmatism. They place God at the center, but they also demand professional standards like excellence, integrity, and accountability. And you see this huge emphasis on partnership, communication, and teamwork, all the stuff you absolutely need to build trust and get things done. Okay, so we have the why, the vision, and the how, the principles. So that brings us to the what. How does all of this actually turn into real programs that make a difference in people's lives? HARSS lays out a really clear 4-step approach. It all starts with what they call radical care, which means actively going out to find and help those who have been left behind. From there, it's about empowerment, giving people skills. Step 3 is collaboration, because they know they can't do it alone. And finally, they focus on building for the long term, investing in the community's infrastructure and training. It's such a logical path from immediate help to lasting strength. Their work is organized around these 4 key areas: peace building, education, youth development, and child protection. Each one of these is a massive challenge on its own, but when you put them all together, they form this really comprehensive strategy to help heal the community from all sides. And this table just shows you the incredible range of things they're actually doing. It's a totally holistic approach. They start with the absolute basics for survival: food, shelter, clothing. But they move so quickly to long-term empowerment, with things like life skills training, absolutely crucial trauma counseling, and youth programs that use sports and culture to build community. They're not just patching a problem, they're trying to heal the whole person. So, looking at this whole blueprint, from their deepest beliefs to their day-to-day actions, it leaves us with a really powerful question to think about. HARSS focuses its energy on the family, but the impact is designed to create a ripple effect, spreading hope outwards through the whole community. This document, it isn't just the story of one organization. It's a model for how focused, principled, local action can begin to heal a nation, one family at a time.